there Aries, I hope you're doing really well. This is going to be your monthly tarot reading for February. Aries, let's see what is on the cards. You're first this month, so I'm really pleased to be bringing you your reading today. So let's get started with the Sacred Power reading cards, Aries. We've also got the Work Your Light Oracle here. We've got the Moonchild Tarot, which I'll get an overarching tarot energy from. And I'm using the Rider-Waite today for the positions and Star Child Tarot. Self-love. Okay, Aries, some of you have to up the self-care this month. You know, more walks in nature, hot baths, taking a little time out, a meditation, a pause, a breather, speaking nicely to yourself. That's one of the most important things, guys. You know, very, very important. The words that we use towards ourselves. That's what's going to help you get back into that Emperor personal power. And this always reminds me of the Emperor, this card. So you might have been a little bit of out of power, and the cards are saying, you know what, it's time for you to step back up, get back onto your, you know, your Emperor throne here, and start getting in control of your life, getting back into the driver's seat. And I've got intuition. It's going to be really important for you to trust your intuition, trust the gut feelings, trust what is on your heart, and to act in alignment with that. So many times, yeah, we might feel the intuition, like we hear it, but we don't follow it, we don't act on it. So let's see what we've got from the Work Your Light here, Aries. I've got Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Did you guys get this in the last weekly reading? Not sure, but it's been coming out a lot. So it's really saying that you are being guided towards something here, and that's why it's important to listen to the intuition. You might be kind of getting redirected in your life, getting back on your best timeline, your best path. And we've got the Crumbling. What are you clinging on to, Aries? This reminds me a lot of the Tower energy, and we can see that beautiful utopia, that, you know, peaceful, expansive kind of landscape is just behind this tower. So there could be something that we need to remove ourselves from, to allow to pass. We could be ending a cycle, could be ending a relationship, whatever it is on your heart. You're gonna have to listen to your intuition here, because it says it could be a block here. Let's get your overarching tarot energy, Aries, for February. Okay, oh, of course, the universe. This is the world in this deck, guys, and I just said some of you might be closing out a cycle. Well, this is the biggest card of cyclic completion. It's the last major arcana, and says that whatever karmic lesson in the situation that you're feeling intuitively that you need to transition away from, it's complete, right? We don't need to go for another round with that, another season. So if you're feeling like it's time for a relationship to end, the cards are saying, yes, that is right. Some of you could have outgrown a job. Might be time to leave a house, a home, you know. Maybe it's time to let go of something that you've been holding on to. It is a card of victory, because it says there is a real victory in moving with your universal cycles rather than holding on out of fear, or just because, you know, we don't really want to step into the unknown. Aries, let's get to the tarot and see where this is going. Going to begin with that, oh, look at this, energy of the recent past. The Emperor, you're showing up here, and this is back in that personal power, right? You have gotten back into that Emperor mode, back into the control seat of your life. Let's see what's blocking you. What is blocking Aries from moving into this new cycle, closing out the new, whatever it is for you, Aries, because it will be different for each one of you. Knight of Wands, it's the energy of Sagittarius, and it is the energy of moving forward powerfully. So I'm kind of feeling that we've had a bit of a power struggle here, and maybe you've been at the point where it's like, oh, I just don't have any energy to follow this through, and the cards are saying, yes, you do, because you're actually back in Emperor mode. Two of Cups is in your advice. There could be a reconnection, a reconciliation. There could be somebody new, a friend, romantic partner come into your life. The outcome is the Three of Swords, guys. No, I think this is a completion, just saying. And I've got Temperance at the bottom of the deck, which is Sagittarius again. So could be dealing with a Sagittarius, since that is showing up twice here in the reading. Aries, let's clarify. I'm clarifying the Emperor with the Moon, which is the Pisces energy. And of course, you know, we find ourselves heading very close to Pisces season in March. So there could be a second round of this to play out in March. I've got the King of Cups. Clarifying the Two of Cups. Knight of Wands again. It's definitely Sagittarius energy here. Clarifying the Three of Swords. Oh, I've got the Two of Cups again. Oh, there's definitely indicators at the bottom of the deck. The Emperor. Okay, this is your reading, and it definitely involves partnership situation, guys. I just have to say it. They've got to call the energy of the cards here. Wheel of Fortune, because it's the divine time, right? This is played out. It's time for something to come to an end. Oh, Aries. Okay, so what we have here, like in the recent past or leading up to now, I think the reason why this is coming to a head is because before you might have been sort of passively going along with it and trying to hang in there and all that sort of thing, and it's really been recently that you've stepped back into your power mode, back into your personal power, and it's been time to address the areas of your life that maybe aren't working quite so well. So the Emperor has this way of, like, you know, seeing what is not working for the empire build, right? What's holding him or her back, and then making a series of, like, almost like chess moves. I'm seeing chess pieces, like, you know, calculated strategic moves to get to where you want to be. So what I'm feeling is it's checkmate, Aries. It's checkmate on a partnership here. It is time to call the situation. And we've got the Moon here, and again, that just tunes into that intuitive energy. It's saying that you need to trust what is arising from your intuitive subconscious here, because that is right. And, you know, who or what are you clinging on to? Well, it's a hidden blessing for you to potentially either let this go, or it could be a reconciliation for some of you after there has been some kind of betrayal. But, you know, you're going to have to deal with the hurt is what I'm really feeling here. But with the world energy, generally, you know, the karmic cycle is closing out here. So that's what I'm seeing. The Moon can talk about things that have been going on behind the scenes, in the half-light and the shadows, and there could have been something that has been revealed, and you've been like, right, okay, I'm taking control of the situation lovingly, and I'm doing what needs to be done. Blocks, obstacles, and challenges. Sagittarius, 3 times in this reading, could be your Sagittarius that you are dealing with here. And I don't intend to turn these into love readings, guys, but we do have a lot of indicators of that in this reading. You could have been dealing with somebody who wasn't committing, or somebody who was just kind of in and out of your life. The Knight of Wands can be a little bit like that, but it's definitely somebody that you have a really solid connection with and a lot of passion and all of that. But I feel, Aries, that you can't really manifest what you're truly wanting within this situation, which is a little bit more stable. Your heart, King of Cups here, is kind of saying, well, yeah, I kind of want somebody who's really there for me, who's got my back, and who is operating from their heart space as well, not maybe, you know, riding over town, you know, seeing other people and that kind of thing. So the King of Cups is the card of Scorpio, and it is really what I'm also seeing here. I know this is not your energy, Aries, but just intuitively, you know, we see somebody who is connecting with the heart and kind of weighing up the two options here. That's what I'm feeling, you know, to reconcile or to let go. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying, yeah, because the karmic cycle is closing out here. This is played out to its maximum, and it's all happening in divine timing, and it's really time, Aries, for a new cycle to open for you. But of course, you know, we need to have that shift, which is who or what are you clinging on to? You know, you're being guided forward, and it's potentially time to release and let go. It can be a 10-year energy, the Wheel of Fortune, as well. So you could be letting go, Aries, of a really long cycle here. So in the advice from Spirit or Tarot, I've got the Knight of Wands and I've got the Two of Cups here. Yeah, so I was sort of saying here that this is potentially at the end of the road. I'm going to actually draw just one more card for that, Aries, because I am feeling that there is two storylines here. There's the reconciliation, but it's going to take a lot of circumstances to be healed, or it's moving on to the new frontier, which is the Knight of Wands in this particular instance. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, and I've got the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel that for some of you, if you're really, really wanting it, Aries, there is a reconciliation energy here, but you would need to approach it from an entirely different angle here, because the Three of Pentacles can be the rebuild, but we know, you know, when we're facing like a tower moment and that sort of thing, if we rebuild the same tower, then it's generally just going to come down again because the foundation wasn't strong enough in the first place. So you'd really need to take the learning and development here and approach this from a whole different way, whole different direction. But what I also see in the Three of Pentacles is this is the realization of what you wanted to manifest, right? And you can see in that other Knight of Wands, those three sand dunes that kind of stand for the manifestation, like kind of what you wanted from this connection all along. So it's saying here there is an opportunity to reconcile and to make solid this connection, maybe move it along to a bit more of a commitment, right, and move it along to the next frontier, because there is a lot of passion here with the Knight of Wands. There's something about this that's just so chemical, or that you've just got such a good friendship here. So that's what I'm seeing there, Aries. That is what I'm seeing there. But for others of you, you know, you may need to close it out as well. And it really is dependent on this Three of Swords. Like, how deep is the pain here? Like, was there a you know, cheating? Was there a bad betrayal? Or is it just somebody who is a bit of a player and you haven't really been able to have the commitment that you want? There is hurt there. There is water under the bridge with this person here, the Two of Cups. The Temperance is over here as the kind of the soother, and this is the energy that follows on from the Death card in the Major Arcana. So it's like, you know, there is an opportunity to soothe the situation and rebalance it. So now we've got the Two Cups, and Temperance is really rebalancing them, really reworking them, processing the emotions to kind of heal, right, to get stable again. And there is a sense of being guided. Your guidance is divinely guided to a path forward. So that's what I'm seeing here, Aries. You've got a partnership here. You're at a checkmate point, and you need to decide whether you are going for another round in this, only if you're doing it from a completely different place where it's a rebuild and, you know, there's honesty and all of those things, or are you going to dissolve it? And I think it just depends for some of you, you know, how bad that Three of Swords is, and you know, it will be obviously different for you all. Okay, Aries, I feel like I want to close out with some romance angels on this one because it just turned into a bit of a love reading. So I'm just going to grab those. Okay, Aries, so let's see what we have. Oh, it's just flying out. I have got soulmate. Yeah, yes, this is your soulmate. I'm really feeling with that Two of Cups coming up twice. There's been stuff going on here, and it might have been a non-exclusive relationship and someone's got a bit hurt. But the cards are saying it's actually your soulmate, and you can kind of repair those Two Cups there. Sorry, it's just a bit of a fumble there. Let's get another one. Reconciliation. Yeah, someone from your past is returning to your life. I'm going to leave it there, Aries. I really just wanted to see that confirmation. You kind of saw where I was going with that reading, and how I kind of changed my course with it in about the first third, because that's what I was feeling, and that's what the romance angels are saying here as well. So there is a potential for a rebuild, but it has to be done really, really consciously from a place of personal power, and that both people were on board with moving forward in a different direction from a really stable foundation. Aries, I'm going to leave it there and wish you all the best with this. Do keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective. It turned out to be a partnership reading this time around, so it's not going to resonate for everyone who is happily in a partnership. Feel free to drop me a comment if you're called to share, Aries. I love hearing from you and connecting with you, and I do interact with pretty much everyone there. So that is your monthly tarot reading for February, and I will see you throughout the month, Aries, with plenty more readings. Bye for now.